Hey guys, this is Marc Goldberg from Marc Vlogs Watches, and I'm confused. I'm distressed. I don't know who I am anymore. I think I've lost myself. But before I describe the conundrum, the fix, the complete quandary that I find myself in currently, we should probably do the quick fistwatch check, and here it is. Today, I am wearing the Rolex 50th anniversary 43 millimeter red line sub, although with this camera and in this light, I'm not sure you can see the red line, but trust me, it's there. And hey, as a complete aside, before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, they have Rolex in a very lackluster performance at Baselworld this year. One of their big deals was to introduce this exact watch in two-tone. And this is the Sea Dweller 50th anniversary, and people are calling the two-tone version already. They're calling it the Desk Dweller, which I think is not unfair. Guys, as a Rolex fanboy, I have taken a blood oath. I have literally had to sign paperwork. I have literally had to guarantee that under no circumstances will I fall in love with certain brands of watches. Now, those brands include Squale, Tag Heuer, and Breitling. But I fear I may have violated my oath yet again because, as you know, I own a couple of Breitlings. But this one's bad. This one's really bad. You see? I think I may have fallen in love with a Tag Heuer. Now, in the description of this video, I'm going to give you a link to a blog to watch article with a review of a new line of watches from Tag Heuer in the Octavia line. Now, let's knock this out of the way first. Why do Rolex people hate Tag Heuer? Well, because Tag traditionally has been better at marketing than they have been at designing and building watches. So I think that pretty much sums it up. There's not a lot of there. But things are changing over there at Tag Heuer, it would seem. And in a moment, I will show you a picture of the Octavia line that I think really kind of knocks it out of the park in a way that Rolex didn't do, especially when you consider what the MSRP is on these watches. They're not cheap watches, but they're a fraction of the price of a Rolex. Now, mind you, okay, look, here's the thing. It's still a Tag Heuer, so you're not going to get the value retention. You don't get the brand snobbery appeal, although it's a very well-known name. I think most people in the watch world know the name, and even people out of the watch collecting sickness, I think they know the name Tag Heuer. But you're not necessarily going to get that giant snob appeal that you get out of Rolex either. The other thing is about the movement. The movement is described as a base Swiss movement, which I think probably means Salida. But Tag dramatically alters that movement by replacing the hairspring with their own composite material that is supposed to be better than metal because it won't magnetize, and better than silicone because it won't be temperature sensitive. So they completely tear apart this base movement. We don't know what it is, probably Salida. They tear it apart, they rebuild it, they add their own hairspring, and then they COSC certify it. Hey, you know, that's pretty impressive. You're getting a watch that should be deadly accurate. Now guys, before we go any further, in my own defense, I offer the following exhibit. Paul Pluta. That's right, the man, the myth, the legend, the pontiff. He owned a Tag Heuer Monaco with a Salida movement. You know, I really not sure I want to call it a Monaco. I feel like it was Tag Heuer ripping off their own Monaco with a new kind of cheaper movement. Yes, he flipped it, but he made 32 videos singing its praises before he did so. So I think that there is pontifical proof that you can occasionally get a dispensation for falling in love with a Tag Heuer. What do you think? Okay, well, let's take a look at some of these watches, and definitely check into the link in this description and have a look at that blog to watch article. Now, I'm not sure if that dial is ceramic or if it's sapphire. Kind of looks sapphire here, but even if it's ceramic, actually it's quite lovely. Hopefully it doesn't have a lot of slop and black play in it. I do love the hands and those giant Arabics filled with lume. This is a 42 millimeter watch, and in a moment I will show you the giant crown in the next picture, but it has a really oversized crown. Look at the dynamic here, guys. On the dial, you have that sunburst effect that we like so much. And look at that crown. It's giant. It's oversized. Now, there's not crap loads of water resistance here. It's good to 100 meters, which means it should be fine for taking a bath or splashing around in the pool, maybe even some light snorkeling, but you're certainly not going to go scuba diving with this one. And in fact, it's available on leather and all sorts of strap options. In fact, I think I read it might come with a couple of NATOs free. Price? You're looking at around $3,200 to $3,500. Tell me, guys, what do you think? Am I crazy, or am I allowed to like this one?